Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
All right, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
How's the world in local search engine optimization?
It be good. Oh, no, it's great, Jamie, of course. Always great.
Always great? I bet there's some down days.
Nope, not
What?
at all. That's right. It's great.
All right. Well, that
Always
sounds...
great.
Why does anyone go to school for anything else? I don't know.
I'm shrugging my shoulders as we speak.
Did you ever reflect on that your job was never invented, when you were in high school or in college or in graduate school or in anything?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, I didn't.
I think that's actually a lot of our, the high-tech world.
For sure. Yeah. And we're training kids today for jobs that haven't been invented yet. So
yeah, I don't know.
Awesome.
I put away my beeper one day and never took it out.
Awesome.
But when you see those things on TV, you're like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Google looked like in 2003. Oh, my God. Well, that's progress. What are you going to do?
That's right. All right. So what are we talking about today?
Today, I want to introduce 4 WordPress plugins that I find essential to my local SEO efforts. And just in case I bet you didn't know that this is kind of like, a chef will go and go, okay, I like this, and I like this, and I like this. So, SEO people are different, obviously. And so we all have our different choices. So these are my top 4 that for any time we take over a client that has a WordPress site, these are the first 4 things that we install on their site. So do you know what a WordPress plugin is?
It's an app for WordPress sites.
Right. Basically it is. They add a ton of functionality to the site. So many are out there. I think there's over 50,000 different plugins that are available. And
jeez.
Yeah. And they all have free, mostly have free versions. And then, of course, you pay to get full functionality or whatever. But that is a ton of options, right? If you're a business owner and you don't know what to do, that can be overwhelming. So I know it was for me when I started off. So I thought these would be great. Like I said, great tried and true ones that, number one, have never compromised the security of the site, right? The first do no harm kind of thing. But then number 2 is they make working on the site way easier and way more impactful. So
you're not letting a Trojan horse in by doing this.
You have to. I mean, of course, that's something you have to be aware of with WordPress, right? You got to make sure everything's updated. But
it's free, so what could go wrong?
Well, and it's always updated. That's what goes wrong. So, all right, I'll go through pretty fast and I'll talk about each one. The first one that I recommend, and this is a really weird one. So this is maybe just me. It's called Header Footer Code Manager. It's HFCM for short, right? It's a tool that allows us to add snippets of code to a header or a footer or any part of a WordPress website, and you don't have to do any coding to do that. So where this becomes super important is schema, right? We've talked about schema on previous podcasts. Basically what they do, what schema does, it's a language that speaks directly to Google and other search engines. So it's systematized, right? But it speaks directly to them, and that schema lives underneath whatever web page it's on. So it makes your web pages, Google seems to love them. It's an algorithm, right? So when it can't figure out what's on that page, it has to guess. With schema, you take away that guesswork and bam. I mean, it's awesome. And so
makes a huge difference.
It does. And
Great.
with that header footer code manager, when you're creating schema off-site, you're like, okay, where am I going to put this? This is an elegant way to put it on multiple pages. So for local schema, for example, you can put it on multiple pages or just one. For Google Analytics or Tag Manager, Google, or they always ask you to inject code onto your homepage or onto your websites for tracking. Easy. It's awesome with this plugin. When I found this, it was okay. Finally,
Sounds good.
Yes. Okay, so number 2.
Yep.
All right, it's called WP SEO Structured Data Schema. So it's another schema plugin. All right, but what this does is it automates a lot of the schema production for your site. So if you have an article that you've written, a blog article or whatever, it will allow you it'll have all the fields for the article that you need to fill out that Google loves. So it takes the guesswork out of building that schema for each one of those pages. So it's awesome. So basically every page on your site should have schema of some sort. So if your contact page should have have one kind of schema on it, or at least one. Your location page should have another kind. Your homepage, if you have separate locations, should have an organization schema. So this plugin allows you to add all of those different kinds of schema. It's definitely well worth the money. If you have an e-commerce site or an e-commerce part of your site, this is a great plugin as well because it allows you to have ratings for all of your products. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty. It's good and it's cheap. So definitely buy this one. I think it's like $99 forever. So if it's a one-time purchase, it's awesome.
And you do that for every site?
Well, for local businesses, you just do it for one. For us, I'm pretty sure we have an agency one so that it's unlimited for us.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of these do, like I said, they do have paid versions. The first one, Header Footer Code Manager, doesn't. It's free. This one, they have a free version that basically it's super functional. It has the basics down really well. So I definitely recommend it.
All right.
So those first two are about schema. This next one, it's called WP Super Cache. So
now you're talking.
Super Cache, with the cache is CACHE, not money. I think you went there. I went to caching. So to cache means to store, right? So this is one of my favorite plugins for speeding up your website. So as you know, if you've listened to this podcast before, Core Vitals in 2021 have become massive ranking factors. And so what a big part of the Core Vitals from Google is speed, the speed of your site. And so with this plugin, it has different modes, like an expert mode and then a simple mode. Just stick with that simple, easy mode. And what it does, it takes you step by step how to make your site faster. And part of that is caching your pages, basically making everything available much faster. So if you're testing your site, you can see a definite increase in site speed. So
okay.
Definitely get this one and just go through it. Follow all of its recommendations, and your site will definitely get faster.
All right.
And you won't have to do much to do that. So that's also, that's a no-brainer.
Super Cache.
Yes, Super Cache. Not Jamie's cash. All right. Last one. Now, there are these, you might be thinking, oh, these are all individual plugins. So, oh boy, isn't there just something that does it all? Well, there's one that's called Yoast, which is pretty ubiquitous. It's pretty much it's on tons of sites. And what Yoast does is pretty massive. But there's other ones that do the same kind of thing. So my favorite is called SEO Press. It's a powerful WordPress SEO plugin. It optimizes the SEO of your site, which it does it automatically. So it does a ton of stuff behind the scenes that help Google love your site more. So it helps you craft great titles, great descriptions. It adds also extra schema. It does a lot of really cool stuff, and the free version does it all too. So I say 2 thumbs up for SEO Press. Their setup wizard guides you through everything. So if you're using another similar plugin, it will import all of those settings. You don't, that's just great. It is definitely one of my my go-to plugins.
Awesome. I have an idea for another. Was that 4 plugins?
That's 4. Under 10 minutes.
So.
Boom.
I have an idea for another plugin.
Jamie's idea was to leave.
Right, the last.
Let's see if he comes back.
So my idea is a plugin that you should put on every site for crypto mining. That it takes, just runs in the background, sends that crypto mining money to local SEO in 10.
Okay.
Or let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, let's just put that in the show notes, Jamie. Get on it.
You got it. All right. I'm sure it's out there. That's my plan.
There are no more original ideas.
So if you've listened to this podcast, now you're part of the local SEO in 10 crypto mining WordPress plugin.
Yay!
All right. Way to go.
No, I don't think that's possible. But anyway, that's all I got for today.
All right.
Let's wrap it up.
I'm going to Google it. All right, let's wrap it up. So if you enjoyed this podcast and you wanted to learn more about these plugins, I'm sure Adam will describe them heavily in the show notes and how to get them, how to see if your site even has them. That'd be great to know too.
Yep.
But maybe in a future podcast, we'll just, how to audit your own website would be great.
You can just press that word that it says plugins, and then it'll open a window.
Okay. Ahead, well, no more podcasts. Anyway,
that's a short one.
Yeah, that's a short podcast. Hit the WordPress plugin. Okay. Anyway, please make sure to review and rank this podcast 5 stars, please, because that's what gets us flying up the rankings in Apple Podcasts. So
thank you.
Thank you very much. Anything else, Adam?
That's all I got. If you have a question that you're dying to hear the answer, chances are we've answered it already. So you can go to our website, magnifiedmedia.net, click on the podcast link, and we have a searchable library of our past episodes that, like I said, if you had a question, we most likely already answered it. So go there.
All right. Talk to you next week.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.